guys, this is Captain Michael from We Are Islanders, and welcome to the series How to Jetboat. How to Jetboat. This is a new series that I'm gonna start putting together some videos, and I'm gonna show you some of the things that me and my wife we do. So if you have a jet boat just like mine, the one that I have is a AR250. It's a 2022 AR250, and we love this boat. We have it on the east coast of Florida, here in Naples, and we're gonna be making a bunch of videos now on how to jet boat. It's gonna be a series of videos. We're gonna be showing you different things that if you have a jet boat, planning to buy a jet boat, they're gonna be very, very helpful. So hopefully you enjoy this video. Please hit that like button, subscribe, and stay tuned. So right now I am going to show you in this video how to properly flush a jet boat. Just came back from the water, spent the whole day. You can see I'm all sweaty, and right now I'm just gonna show you the proper way to flush your jet boat. So guys, remember, this is a jet boat. This is not an outboard, regular outboard engine. You are allowed to run water through the engines with the engine or the engines off. On an outboard, a Mercury, Yamaha, most of them, you can flush your engines with your engines off. It's not the same with the jet boat. Sea-Doos, Yamahas, jet boats, they run pretty much like it's like a jet ski. So the flushing is very different. You take anything from this video, take this, and it's simple. Do not, never run water through your jet boat, through your engines with the engine off. That's the first thing that you got to remember. Never, ever, ever, never, ever, ever run water through the engines with the engines off. So when you bought your jet boat, there is a big possibility that the jet boat came with something like this. This is a cap adapter. This thing is gonna help you a lot. If you don't have this, you can buy this on Amazon. You can go to a marine store and you can get it from them. This basically goes inside here. This is the adapter that you're gonna use to flush your engines. If it's a brand new jet boat, you should get this. If you don't have it, go to the dealership. I'm sure they'll give you one. If not, it costs like $1 or $2, you know, a couple bucks in Amazon. So not a big deal. So this guy goes in here on your regular hose. All right, and then on this jet boat, the AR250 series, and most of the Yamaha, the newer Yamahas, they have these guys right here, right? They have one for each engines, one here, one over there. I already flushed the port side engine. I'm gonna do the starboard right now. I'm just gonna open this guy right here. See that? Okay, and then this goes right there. Kind of like have to like push it and turn it and make sure that it's good. This is a little loose. I have to tie that up. Okay, so now that you have that on, remember, do not run the water until your engine is on. You have to have your engine on before you run water. At this moment is by myself. I'm here by myself, so it's gonna be all right, but I'm gonna show you. So water is off. I'm gonna turn it on. It's on right now, so I'm gonna run right now to open the hose. So now that the engine is on, in this case I gotta run all the way here. All right, turn the hose on all the way. You want a lot of water flowing through your engine, especially if you're coming from salt water, if you're coming from a long ride, coming from a weekend, spending a weekend in the water. You want to have a long flush, so you need a lot of pressure. So I do not recommend using an adapter, like a splitter, so flush both at the same time. You could do it if you have a lot of pressure on your water, but typically, you know, regular water don't have a lot of pressure, so I would just recommend just to use, you know, take your time, do it one by one. Now you have the water coming out. You feel the water is a little warm. You got to make sure that there is good flow on the water here, and then you come over here on the engines. And there's good flow of water. That's what I'm looking for. That's what I'm looking for. Good pressure of water. All right. So typically for a Yamaha, this is a 2022 Yamaha, and the manual said that you have to flush it for about 2 to 4 minutes, somewhere around 2 to 4 minutes. On jet ski, some people, I mean, you really have to read the manual on each boat that you have, right? Each boat is different. Don't listen to all the people around. Each boat has their own manual, and the recommendation is on the manual. So please just go to the manual, because I'm telling you, some people said that, oh, you gotta flush your engine for 10-15 minutes. Not necessarily. Go to your manual, go to the manufacturer manual, read what they said, and do that. Same thing with the gas. Each jet boat has different type of gas, right? You cannot put in any type of gas on your jet boat. You got to make sure that you follow your manufacturer manual recommendation and use that one. Don't listen to people. There's gonna be all kinds of people in the internet and YouTube telling you, oh, do it this way, do it the other way, things like that. Just go to the manual and make sure that you read the manual and do as recommended. In this case, like I said, I read the manual and it says 2 minutes to 4 minutes, anywhere to 4 minutes. The reality is that if I am coming from a long day of being on the salt water, you know, I'll push it all the way to 4 or 5 minutes. But remember, these engines run with water. The water runs through the whole engine, and even when you're doing it through the hose, it's not the same amount of water that is running through the engine. It runs through the engine when you are running the boat in the water, if that makes sense. So you run the chance, you flush the boat for too long, it could get overheated, because the amount of water that is flowing through the engine is not the amount of water that is supposed to be flowing. So it's meant to do it for just a few minutes. It's not meant to do it for a long time. Okay. All right, guys, so it's been about, I will say, four minutes. So now I'm gonna touch it. Some people just grab a little bit of water and put it on their mouth and taste it. I don't do that. I don't recommend doing that, but yeah, you know, it seems like it's a little warm, so that means that engine is pretty warm right now. It doesn't feel like there's a lot of salt coming. So the next thing, again, do not run the water through the engines with the engines off. So now you have to turn off the hose. Turn off the hose before you turn off the engine. Turn off the hose, so kill the water. Water is gone. Make sure that water is not running through the engines anymore. The engine's still on. You can hear it. No water coming through here. No water coming through there. The engine is good. No water coming in. I'm just gonna disconnect this. Engine is on. No water is going through the engine. So now, guys, before I turn off my engine, I'm gonna go ahead and take the engine to gear and then give it a couple of revolutions. Okay, give it a couple spins like this, and then you can turn it off. Now it's off. Why did I do that? So I can remove all the water and the salt water, if there's any leftover of water inside the engines, is now gone. So yeah, guys, this is the proper way to flush a jet boat, especially a Yamaha. Then you come over here, make sure you put the hands over here. This Yamaha has this little guys right here, which is very, very helpful. What they do is, when take this out, you can go inside there. It's hard to see because it's getting dark in here. But if you're running your jet boat and something gets, you get something stuck on the propeller, you can get in here, take this out, and then you can clean it out. To make sure that when you're done using your boat and flushing your boat, come over here, get it out, rinse this with fresh water. That's about it, guys. Then you just gotta make sure that as part of your checklist, whenever you're gonna use your boat again, remember you gotta open that and put it back in. If you don't do that, your boat's not gonna work. It will turn on, it will start running, but it will not have any power, it will not have any acceleration, and then you will realize that something's going on. You might think that it's something big, and it's just that you did not put back those cleaning caps or whatever the name they are. All right, guys, thank you for watching. Remember, like, subscribe. Don't forget, we got a bunch of videos. If you have a jet boat, if you want to learn a little bit about jet boat, how to do stuff on your jet boat, how to go to Bimini, how to on your jet boat, how to dock your jet boat, how to launch your jet boat, we're doing a series here in our channel. We are islanders on how to jet boat. So make sure that you hit that like button, subscribe, make sure that you go ahead and take a look at a bunch of the videos that we have, and it will really help us out. So peace out, guys.